Gotham Knights. I was honestly debating whether or not to make this video, especially because I've seen so many people make videos on Gotham Knights. I didn't know if I wanted to make a video on it. I got the game. I've played it some. I haven't beaten it. I honestly haven't beaten it. I'm probably barely into this game. And honestly, I don't think I am gonna beat it, which is really sad to say. I've played a lot of games. I've finished a lot of games that many people haven't. I've 100%ed a lot of games that many people wouldn't want to. But I don't think I'm gonna finish Gotham Knights. And it's sad to say, because I loved the Arkham Batman games, and I know this isn't supposed to be like them. I know they've purposefully tried to separate themselves from the Arkham series. It's just this game is a disappointment. Now obviously I wasn't expecting a game of the same caliber as the Arkham series, not even of the Spider-Man series, but Arkham Knights it's not that it's bad. It's just obviously not as good as it could be. The outright gameplay and the feel of it is lackluster. The crafting, the RPG, instead of a looter shooter, it's basically a rumble version. Because again, I have not logged in much time into this game, but I can tell you with certainty, this is a game I know I'm not going to finish, especially with God of War Ragnarok coming out next week. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 just dropped. Overwatch 2 is out. I just saw the trailer for Evil West and that looks incredibly fun. And Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is supposed to come out. I'm not finishing this game. Gotham Knights is not worth me finishing. And it's seriously disappointing because the first time I get to play as Nightwing, I get to play as Red Hood, I get to play as Robin, I get to play as Batgirl, and the game is so disappointing, and there's so many other better games that just recently came out and that are coming out that I'm never going to finish this game. I know it. And if I do finish it, it's during a time probably next year where there's such a lull in games coming out that I say, hey, why don't I finish this? So if you're wondering why I'm not going to finish it, it's because it's just, for me to want to go through the hours to put into a game, especially a game like this where there's supposed to, well, I don't even know if there's side content, honestly, but there's other side content, hopefully, where I want to 100% it, it has to really pull me in, and it hasn't. The combat hasn't, the story hasn't, the graphics haven't, all across the board, it's disappointed me. And I know it's unfair to compare it to Arkham, but what other Batman game are we supposed to compare it to? What other superhero games are we supposed to compare it to? So you have a series like the Arkham series, which revolutionized combat in games, which had incredible storytelling, incredible atmosphere, incredible graphics for the time, and even still now if you hop back in Arkham Knight. And Gotham Knights is locked 30 frames per second. The combat is incredibly repetitive. There's no counter system in the game. You can only dodge things. This is a Batman game, and I understand it's not technically a Batman game, but realistically, they're all little Batmans. So when someone goes to punch Batman in the face, whether it be Nightwing, Red Hood, or Batgirl, or Robin, I expect them to counter it, snap an elbow, and knock the person out. But you can't. What you can do is a silly little dodge just to get away from getting punched. There's a weird crafting system. I don't understand it. Just looks like random things. And unfortunately, a lot of people have equated it to the Avengers game. When I think of a Batman game, when I think of a superhero game where the superhero doesn't have powers, I believe it should come down to the skill of the person playing the game. So take something like Ghost of Tsushima. You could play that game on the hardest difficulty. But if you got the skills, it doesn't matter what armor you're wearing. It doesn't matter what perks or what abilities you have. It comes down to whether or not you can block, you can parry, you can dodge, you can strike, right? That's what I want. It doesn't have to be an incredible, intricate, elaborate combat system, but it can't be as basic as this one that is in Gotham Knights. So honestly and unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be finishing this game, which is sad to say because I usually finish most games. But God of War Ragnarok's about to drop and I still have Overwatch Battle Pass and Call of Duty just came out. So either way, it's already on the back burner of the games that I want to play right now. And by the time I feel like sitting down and playing a new game, it'll probably be Pokemon or Evil West. If you played Gotham Knights, let me know what you thought. As always, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and check out the podcast. Links are in the description box down below. Other than that, I'll see all of you in the next one.